Now, let me tell you why it's crazy. It's crazy because till this morning, the Congress party said, please put in some very tough COVID protocols. We don't want a situation like China and India. The government said, yes, we are considering it. Let's start with the Bharat Jodo Yatra because there are many cases of COVID positivity found, including the Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh, who returned from the Bharat Jodo Yatra, tested himself, was found to be COVID positive. Now, the Congress says no. Surendra Chauhan. The Congress now says, Gaurav Bhatia, no. You introduce COVID protocols for the rest of the people in the country, not on us. What is this? Surendra Chauhan, what is this? Renu Mittal, what is this? It makes no sense to me. Makes no sense to me, Mr. Chauhan.
A whole lot of COVID.
Arnab Goswami.
Yes.
NDMA or DDMA, Delhi Disaster Management or National Disaster Management, has issued any fresh guideline so far? The answer is no. The Health Minister, acting on a letter of a Member of Parliament from Rajasthan, has given an advice to follow the COVID protocol. Entire nation is fully vaccinated. People walking along with Rahul Gandhi ji is also fully vaccinated. What is the fear? And still, if any of the government guidelines comes in force, so far they are not in force. So the Congress, not only Congress, people of India and people accompanying Rahul Gandhi will follow that guidelines in its spirit. What is the problem you people are having?
Gaurav Bhatia, okay, thank you. Let's keep the opening remarks short. Gaurav Bhatia.
Yes. Arnab, first of all, a letter from the Health Minister which requests Rahul Gandhi to ensure what? That people who are participating in the Yatra are wearing masks, there is adequate sanitizer there, they are fully vaccinated. And the organizers should follow the precautions that are important to save a citizen's life. Can a responsible political party have an opposition to such a request made by the Health Minister? And if they are having an issue with it, then they need to answer the following questions. Question number one, what should be the priority for any government or political party? Citizen's life or a political yatra? My question number one. Question number two, are Gandhis above law? The reason is very simple. Sukhvinder Singh Sukhu, he has contracted COVID. Now he was in touch and contact with Rahul Gandhi. Has Rahul Gandhi even informed the supporters who are participating in the yatra about the report whether he is COVID positive or negative? Because that way he is infecting more and more people, say if he is positive. So that is irresponsible behavior. And third and most important, please, when a letter comes from the Health Minister and it only requests that ensure compliance, I think health being a state subject under the Constitution of India, Ashok Gehlot as the Chief Minister, who was also written a letter, should be the one to ensure compliance. But would he be a remote control Chief Minister, or would he abide by the oath that he has taken under the Constitution to protect and preserve the ethos in the Constitution? And I doubt he'll be able to do that.
So the question is about double speak and hypocrisy, Renu. And it's a very serious matter because, you know, the Congress party says, please suspend all the flights from China and reintroduce all the COVID-19 protocols and understand that this is a new and lethal variant, and learn from US, Japan and South Korea and reintroduce COVID-19 protocols. And this has been put out by the Congress party leaders. Now, the moment the government says that yes, we
Arnab,
agree
may
with
I-
you,
may I-
but could you please?
may I say-
no,
yeah, yeah,
one minute,
I've
one minute.
understood.
How do the COVID protocols not apply?
understood what
How
you're
do
saying.
the no? You've not understood. How do the COVID protocols not
minute,
apply to
yeah.
Bharat Jodo but
Agreed.
apply to the Kumbh Mela? I want to understand this. Is there some logic
applies
whereby COVID is
No,
dangerous
please,
in the
please.
Kumbh but not dangerous
Yeah, yeah.
in the Bharat
Give me
Jodo
logic.
Yatra? There is no social distancing.
see, the logic-
There are no
logic,
masks.
Arnab, is that
There is
listening-
not a single
listening to
mask
Mr.
being worn
Bhatia. No,
at
one
the
minute,
Bharat Jodo Yatra, which means
Arey,
you're
listen to
basically
me,
saying
Arnab.
we give a damn to the
know.
people of this country. We give a damn to national health.
No.
This
you are
give a
assuming
damn
so many
approach.
things. Nobody has said
This
they
is
will
the
not
give a
wear
damn
masks.
approach. I don't
Please,
care
please
about the
listen,
fallout
listen
of what I
also.
do approach.
You have to stop talking once in a while and also listen. Arnab, please listen. You see, when I listen to Mr. Bhatia, it appears to me that the Bharat Jodo Yatra, which I didn't think it was such a success, but listening to him, it appears that it's a big success because there appears to be a huge amount of panic going on, you know. The fact also is that there were rallies in Gujarat and other places during the elections. There was no COVID then. But now there is suddenly COVID. And I say that all precautions should be taken. Why not? But what about Parliament? Where the Prime Minister of the country is there, the top brass of the nation is there, the MPs and ministers are there. You've got these thousands and thousands of workers. And
Can I
today I was
respond?
in Parliament. Not a single one is wearing a mask. Why don't you start with Parliament? Bharat Jodo Yatra तो बहुत दूर है. वो तो जो होगा उनका वो होगा. Rahul Gandhi will get COVID, not get COVID, doesn't matter. But the fact remains that, you know, there are double standards. If you have to stop flights from China, stop it. Let's take all precautions. We have got 3 vaccinations done. China, I believe, is only 38% of the
No,
population.
one minute.
has been vaccinated. Now,
Renu,
the
a point
fact
here.
is that suddenly there is a huge amount of panic. Mr. Bhatia
Don't
is
be a
talking
hypocrite
about-
on this.
is talking about
I'm
Bharat
sorry, but
Jodo Yatra.
don't.
No
I
protocols
request
are
you,
being
at least
followed.
on national
Why don't
television,
you
not
start
on my
with
program,
Parliament?
not at
Why
9:22
everywhere?
p.m. on this Tuesday evening.
No,
Don't be a
please
hypocrite.
listen to me, Arnab.
I feel so sorry when you.
Please listen to me.
No, see, there are two things, Renu. If you want to be a
only
hypocrite
place
unknowingly,
where
I don't have a
affect
problem.
protocol is
But if
being
you want to
observed in the
knowingly
Lok
be a
Sabha,
hypocrite, then
which
I'll have to
has
stop
made our
you.
passes invalid.
No,
Because
you're being
the
knowingly
speaker
you're being a
believes that
hypocrite.
Only 3 days you'll get a pass. Rajya Sabha,
2
it's all
versus 2.
valid.
Can I have more on the screen?
But
Thank you.
What are we talking about?
Renu,
we are
1
talking
minute.
about double standards.
Can I
Renu?
You are
respond to,
talking about double standards. The BJP spokesman is talking about double standards.
Yes.
The fact is that if you have
No,
to
can I
put
respond?
protocols in
Yes.
place, please put them.
No.
Nobody wants
One
to
sec.
put
One sec.
anybody
One
in
minute.
any
One minute.
danger.
Okay,
4
so
cases in
Renu,
India.
can you?
Two of them have
Renu, can you
cured
stop?
in
Renu,
Gujarat
can you
City
stop? I'll
before.
tell you. Renu, just stop for a minute. I'll tell you.
Please
I'll tell
listen to me
you.
also.
You see,
na?
no.
You're going
I
on
have
talking.
listened to you, but you stop now. I just want to tell you why you are a hypocrite,
Yeah,
and
I'll
it'll
stop.
just take me 10 seconds to prove it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
No, I'm not a hypocrite. I'm sorry, I'm not a hypocrite.
Yeah, you don't think you're a
not a-
hypocrite, but I think you are. But I'll have to prove it. Why I think so. I think you're a hypocrite.
You may have your view, Arnab, you may have your view.
No, I have my view on everything,
How?
but on this I have a
Because I said
particular view.
Parliament with the
Yeah, so
workers there
I
should be
say
masked.
this. You don't think you're a
Yeah,
hypocrite,
Arnab,
but I
I
think
have
you're a
a
hypocrite because
What kind of conditions are they living in?
please don't
So
speak.
why
Om.
don't
Renu,
you
it's
start with
Renu, it's
Parliament?
bad form, you know.
Where you know, session is on.
Yeah, for that reason, since you talk about sessions and you're forcing me to raise my voice, since you talk about sessions, then also tell us that the Congress party cancelled the entire first Himachal Assembly session because they said our Chief Minister Sukhu has got COVID. Our Chief Minister Sukhu has got COVID. Cancel the whole Himachal Assembly session, they said. Cancel the whole Assembly session. Just cancel it, they said. Just cancel it. But when the Bharat Jodo should be allowed to carry on.
And Arnab, he meets Rahul Gandhi.
No.
And Rahul Gandhi,
I
rather than getting
I have
isolated,
Pratik Som.
goes and meets
Pratik
thousands
Som
of
on the other side. Pratik.
Arnab, the same gentleman, Mr. Sukhu, when he met Rahul Gandhi, after that he got tested positive. Rahul Gandhi acting so irresponsibly that he should have isolated himself as per the protocol. He goes on a yatra and meet thousands of people. Now, this is the clear trait of a irresponsible politician and a leader who doesn't care about his followers getting ill and, the threat to our country that what is happening in China can happen in India too. Now, when they talk about Gujarat elections, when they talk about parliament, they don't have clear knowledge. When Gujarat elections were happening, that time this variant did not emerge in
just
these
now.
all
It was
countries,
just down
and
the
now
road.
when the session is in place, there is a clear
Yeah,
protocol
nothing
when
happened.
member
Suddenly
of
the
parliaments
COVID has
are
erupted,
required
okay? There
to
was nothing
be
happening till
checked
then.
before entering in this
It's,
session.
it
They
suits-
need to be
it
tested
suits the
negative
ruling
on that
BJP
aspect,
party
and
to
all
suddenly
the
bring
member of
COVID to the
parliaments
fore.
need to be vaccinated.
Put
So these
protocols
are
in
the
place. Start with
protocols which
parliament.
a responsible,
Yeah.
government is following, and thereby minimizing the risk. But these kind of
Yeah.
signs which
Government is following.
Mr. Rahul Gandhi is showing that he is meeting a COVID
okay.
positive
So-
person, and then
so
rather than
point is-
getting isolated, going
Yeah. The point is
going
simple.
along
No.
on a yatra
But
with
one sec. You didn't pick up on what I said, Pratik. You didn't. Renu, 1 minute. Renu, I'm coming to Monojit also. No. Renu, why are you doing this?
Many of you, I realize it appears to have panicked the BJP no end. It certainly looks like it.
Yeah,
because
sure.
suddenly there is a huge
Can I
amount of
respond
talk
to
about the
that, Arnab?
Yatra from
Second
the
time
BJP
she's
side.
saying
No.
There
There
is a
is
huge
1 minute.
amount of panic
A
going
point
on.
being
Why?
Renu, 1 minute. Renu, 1 minute. There is the panic is about COVID. Don't flatter yourself. The panic is about COVID,
Yeah.
and there is genuine
Suddenly
panic
panic
about
is about
COVID.
COVID. There are four
There is
cases
genuine
in
panic
India.
over what's happening in China.
Control
Have
the
you seen the
flights to
pictures of
China.
what's
Don't
happened in
control the
China?
Yatra.
Have you seen the pictures of what's happened in China? Have you seen the
Yeah.
pictures?
So-
What do you
so
see?
can-
What do you see?
so
Can I run
stop-
some of those? What do you
is
see?
Mr. Jyotiraditya
What do you
Scindia
see?
doing?
No.
Tell him to stop the flights from
No.
China
But
to and
no.
fro.
Don't pass
That's
the buck
it.
on the.
That's
Have
all
you
have
seen
to
what
do.
happened in China? Are you seeing the crisis
No,
in
let's
China?
not
Are you
panic.
seeing
Let's not
Are
keep
you seeing the
panicking
body
about
bags there?
Africa.
Are you seeing the
It's not
consequence
good.
of the
After a
BF7
long time, the
variant?
economy
Ladies
is
and
coming
gentlemen,
back.
ladies and
After a
gentlemen, let
long
me
time,
tell you,
people are
I don't
getting
think those are
jobs and going
appropriate
back to
pictures. I'll
work.
put them
Let's not
later. It's not
create panic
explanatory. Thank you very
because of
much.
one
Going back to the
yatra.
debate. Renu, 1 minute. Please don't. Please. See, the fact is that either we are saying
Can I
today.
respond
Why
to
are
Just
you
one-
getting panic because of one yatra?
It's
This country
oh,
has
you are.
already
Why are you
gone back so
flattering
many
yourself
years
about the
and
yatra?
people
It's
have
about
lost their
BF7.
jobs. They have lost
How many
their
BF7
livelihood.
cases are there
The
in India?
workers are on the street. They have
Okay.
no food to
But
eat.
Renu, how many
Are you
BF7
not worried
cases
about
are there
that?
in
You're
India?
only worried
You're
about Rahul Gandhi and the
basically
yatra.
having this approach.
Arnab, allow me to
We don't
respond
give
to
a
Renu.
damn
Four
approach.
Cases,
Saying
four
that-
cases. How many cases?
How many cases? How many cases? You
No,
tell
no,
me.
no, no.
How many cases are there?
You are taking
How
the
many
wrong
cases
side
are
of
there?
the
Okay,
aisle.
I'm asking you.
I'm
Don't
sorry.
speak non-stop. How many cases are there, Renu?
You have.
How
you
many
have
cases
put
of
around you
BF7 are
people
there, Renu?
who are told
How
you
many?
are
How
lying
many?
and
This
saying whatever
this
you want them
Omicron
to say.
subvariant
So are you not
BF7.
worried
Okay.
This
about the
Omicron
livelihood of the
subvariant
citizen?
BF7,
How it's going to
Renu.
affect people?
Renu. This Omicron. The Omicron subvariant BF7
It may
have
be
cases
6,
been
it may
reported
be
in
7,
India?
It doesn't matter. It's a huge country. Control them.
Oh,
Isolate
wow.
them. Stop the
That's
flights.
wonderful. I get
That's all
Amit
we are saying.
Bagadia on the right, along with
That's all
Gaurav
you have to
Bhatia,
do.
and
See,
Monojit
Arnab,
comes
see
in.
their
I can't
pride
believe
doesn't
what I'm
matter.
hearing. I can't
Arnab,
believe
see
this.
the
Can I
casual
just
approach.
respond to her?
Arnab, can you believe the casual approach of the fellow panelists that it doesn't matter? They don't give a damn. They don't care that thousands of people
approach
may
क्या
die.
है
What
यार?
happened in the
लोग
last
मर
wave,
रहे थे.
and
When
they
the-
say
when
that
you
it
put a
doesn't
lockdown,
matter.
people died
This
because
shows
they had
about
no
the
food.
seriousness which they have
They had
and the love
nothing.
for the country they have.
You had no oxygen. You had no hospitals. You had no doctors. What was the government
Well, will you
doing
do your
about it?
bit? Will you
People
do
were
your
dying
bit?
every day.
But will you do your bit?
And you say it's a casual approach.
But 1 minute. Renu, can you just stop talking for a while and listen to a very fundamental point? You are the same person,
stop.
for your information. You are the same
let's
person who went helter-skelter and completely out of control saying, look here, the radical Hindus, the devout Hindus are the biggest super spreaders during the Kumbh. Stop the Kumbh. And now you have this really tolerant approach.
No.
Oh, of course you did.
That
What do you
was
mean, no,
wrong.
no, no?
That was wrong.
Amit Bagari, you're hearing this.
That
Monojit
was a
Mandal.
time, that was a different
Monojit
time.
Mandal, I believe everyone's got to do our bit.
Very simple point. What are the experts saying? Point number one. Are they pressing the panic button at this point in time? Point number two, the kind of analogy that the experts, Mr. Bhatia and some of the BJP apologists are giving,
Bhatia and
because of this
Amit.
particular event, because of this, Bharat Jodo Yatra, the COVID is spreading by the same logic when COVID was actually scary. During the 2021 Bengal elections, what was the BJP doing? The Prime Minister, Home Minister, the whole baggage of the, cabinet coming to Bengal and conducting those super spreading events. On the contrary, when All India Trinamool Congress requested to the Election Commission to somehow mark the phases of election, they did not listen to us during the most brutal phase of the COVID-19.
And really, and did the Trinamool Congress call off its... No, I'm just checking Monojit, one counter question to you. Did the Trinamool Congress call off its rallies at that time that you're preaching to others? Did you?
Yes, we did. We had written appeal to the Election Commission. Please mark
No, you wrote an appeal. You did nothing. You didn't cancel your events.
Arnab,
You wanted
Arnab, allow me
to
to now
win
make a
election
point,
hook or by
please.
crook. But you could not. That's besides the point.
Why don't you keep your politics aside and say public health first? You know the BF7 variant is dangerous. You know it can spread fast. Monojit, have you seen the pictures from China, viewers?
You have politicized the whole issue of COVID or the scare that you are spreading without listening to the experts, where the experts are saying the COVID has subsided.
Arnab, allow me now to counter, please.
India has seen the worst of the pandemic. You are spreading scare without listening to the experts.
No, absolutely not. I think all I want to say is, all I'm saying here is, I just 1 minute, please. You know, may I just say this? Monojit, the audio is terrible. Can I ask the producers to fix your audio, please, first?
Arnab, allow me now.
No, one sec. I can't hear his audio. Audio's got to be fixed, please,
I have
producers.
something in my
1
hand.
minute. I've got to fix the audio. I can't hear a thing.
Bengal government at that point of time.
You got to fix
You
the audio.
hounded my chief minister. How you sent experts team to Bengal when you did not have any cases? Now you send teams to Rahul Gandhi's Yatra. What is the problem?
Monojit,
There's no issue at all.
Monojit, 1 minute. Monojit. Now, for a while, just listen to me, and Amit is coming in here. Let me tell you, you were the ones who made doomsday predictions on gatherings during the previous COVID waves. You said about how the government had unleashed the pandemic. You said Modi was behind the pandemic, and the government is to blame for the suffering inflicted on the people because of such gatherings. And please don't stop me now. Please don't. No. Please don't stop me now because I haven't completed my sentence. But today, you don't seem to think that the same peril applies to the Bharat Jodo Yatra. Rahul Gandhi is the same fellow who was mocking the Prime Minister in 2021, saying that the gathering in West Bengal all gave COVID space to flourish. But he doesn't even have the moral compunction to wear a mask at a Haryana rally when the government has advised it. So he's saying the rule does not apply to me. And I've got Amit Bagaria out here. Sonia Gandhi, Amit, you will remember, was attacking the centre saying, and I quote, mass gatherings for elections have accelerated COVID. This is what Sonia Gandhi said in 2021. But she takes no firm position on the dangers of Bharat Jodo when states have been asked to track daily COVID cases in the backdrop of what is happening in China. So the situation is really serious. These are the same people, Amit, who had no qualms in 2021 saying the devout Hindus at the Kumbh are responsible for the biggest super spreader event of COVID in the world.
yeah.
Did they not say that? And
yes,
now they're
absolutely,
taking
they
complete
did.
opposite position. I don't get it.
So,
Amit, on the debate.
Yeah. So, Arnab, while I completely agree with you that we should initiate steps to probably give a second booster dose, which is the third dose of the vaccine, and also those who have not taken the first booster, they should be given. Right now, as my understanding goes, we are not in a panic mode for BF7. We have other variants in the country. We have the Raga variant and the Didi variant and the other variant that we should be more concerned about.
Monojit.
But
Monojit on the right.
you know, I think the Congress. I think the Congress.
Amit, you're getting a counter from the Trinamool Congress. You're getting a counter. You're getting a counter from the Trinamool Congress on what you said there. Go on. I allow the counter. Amit, wait a minute. Amit, allow the counter and come back to you on that. What do you say? He's responding to you for a minute, please. Thank you. What are you saying?
What is he saying? Please ask him to repeat. Raga variant, Didi variant. What does he mean by that? Was this person to repeat?
Yeah, of course, I will repeat. So I said, we are not yet in a panic mode with the PF7 variant because India still does not have cases, PF7 cases, which should put us in a panic mode. Okay. However, India should panic on the Raga variant and the Didi variant, because you're trying to cause panic in citizens. The game that you all are all playing right now is a very dangerous game, Arnab, that if today government starts clamping down on, flights and things like that and gatherings, etc., it's going to again
Arnab,
destroy
please
our
allow me to
economy.
respond to this person.
And once it destroys our economy, again they will say, look, BJP doesn't know how to
Arnab,
handle
allow
the
me to
economy.
make my
When the
point.
economy has just started recovering now from the first two waves, they want to do this. If the government does not respond and does not put clamp down features, then they are going to say Modi sat and did nothing and allowed a third wave or fourth wave or whichever wave this is to spread. So they are playing on they are playing with fire.
Okay, Amit, I want a response on this.
Can I
First of
respond?
all, Monojit wants to respond. And since you did make a fairly personal attack on his leader, he has a right to respond. Sridhar has not come into the debate yet. And then I'm expanding the debate. And I'm sorry I haven't gone to Swati Maheshwari yet. But Monojit, you have a right to respond. But while I give you the right to respond, I need you to understand that your response should not consume the rest of the show. Make your point, then we move on to the main subject. Yes, please.
No, apparently this person is a writer. I wonder what Ravi C. bulge out when he talks in that kind of a language. I refuse to dignify the statement that is made by a writer, apparently a writer. I repeat, I would be curious enough to know what does this writer bulge out. He should not be on national TV while he directly attacks the only woman chief minister of this country as Didi variant. We will not serve Modi variant because you are the viruses in this country, a writer like you, and yet we respect that you have right to write whatever rights you
Audio
wish.
improve, please.
I am not saying that you are also a variant. Please keep that in mind.
All right.
You
all right.
are
Now
the
you,
people who are the most dangerous virus in this
now
country.
you made
and
your
yet
point. Now
we
you made your
respect
point.
right to write.
Right. Now
The
you made
rubbish
your
that you
point.
produce.
And with everyone's permission, I am talking here about responsibility and Reveller Sridhar Reddy, the Vadra Congress has for days been telling the government to talk about China, discuss China in Parliament. No, we want to discuss China. We don't want to discuss anything. We want to discuss China. The Home Minister, the Defense Minister have spoken about the situation on the border, but they say, no, we want to talk about China. Why don't they talk about the wave of infections which is caused by the very fast transmitting strain of BF7 that is coming from China? Why don't they talk about that? There are horrific videos, and you need to tell the people today to rise above politics. Have you seen the horrific videos from China about bodies piling up in hospitals, crematoriums, medical personnel being asked to work long hours? There's a 3,000 kilometer border we have with China, and China is now reporting 2,800 cases on average. They've recorded COVID fatalities. The BF7 variant is dangerous. Projections are estimating 60% of people in China will be infected over the coming few months. China, we have so much travel, exports. We have so many people moving in and out from China. And if the government is saying, let's be extra careful, why call it politics, Mr. Reddy?
No, we don't have to politicize this issue. As you said, no one wants, no state, no political party, no individual wants to see the kind of experiences we had in the past because of Corona. And if government is serious, the central government is serious, let them, implement the code, whatever COVID protocol very seriously, irrespective of the political parties. Because, as you said, New Year celebrations are around the corner and you have Christmas meetings, lot many things are coming up. It is not the question of which political party doing a Padyatra or Bharat Jodo. It is not actually the concern of the public. As responsible political parties, now I can say, if the central government is serious, let them come out to implement the protocol. Let us not unnecessarily get into a debate where who is spreading what.
No, who's starting the debate?
Amit Shah ji, Modi ji conducting
who's starting
huge
the
meetings
debate?
in Bengal.
Who's starting
Even
the
in the
debate?
last month, there were huge rallies in Gujarat. And you are asking about the number of cases. There are reportedly 3 cases which were detected of BF7 variant.
4 cases.
Reportedly were detected.
4 cases, and the
2 from
genome
Gujarat.
sequencing on many
So,
cases
one
still
from
going on.
Odisha. Yeah. So thing is that we have to take precautions.
No, will you
everywhere.
take responsibility
Let's get into
if... No, 1 minute. I just be very clear about it. Point is that what do parties like the Vadra Congress want? If they have said today we will not cooperate with the government, what does it mean? What does it mean? We will not cooperate with the government. If they say, then it means that they are back to the 2020 negativity strategy as a strategy. And I've got Dr. Swati Maheshwari. How serious is the situation? You see, people are saying there are 4 BF7 cases right now. It's not serious. How soon does it move? How soon can the numbers grow? Just want your take on it. Is the government overreacting?
Definitely not, Arnab. And I think it's a very, very infective virus that we are dealing with. But first of all, I would say I'm feeling very sad right now because I heard one of the panelists saying that in the Bharat Jodo Yatra, most of the people are vaccinated and therefore we needn't worry. I think since last 2 years, the entire medical fraternity has been shouting on top of their lungs that even if you have taken 2 jabs of coronavirus vaccine, you're still not insulated. We still need to stop the super spreader events. We still need to follow the COVID appropriate behavior. And as a citizen of India, I feel very reassured today that the health ministry had taken cognizance of the situation and they are trying to take proactive steps so that we can control the infection, because what we are dealing with is a super evader. We are dealing with a virus which is very adept at throwing up unfortunate surprises at us. Just 2 months back, Tedros, WHO chief, said that I can see the COVID end in sight. Now, and what are we looking at today is just 2 months down the line and a COVID crisis in China. So we really can't predict how this virus is going to behave. I think it sounds very, very reasonable and appropriate that the government is taking these steps, proactive steps, so that we can stop. See, what you said in the beginning was very, very appropriate, that precaution is better than cure. There's no point crying on spilled milk. So it's better that we take the steps now, control these super spreader events so that we don't see the same scenario again as we saw in Delta.
What do we do in this situation now, Swati? Swati, we have a situation now, right? We have a situation where you have a principal opposition party which is saying, Gaurav, to hell with you. We're not listening to you. They're basically saying, to hell with you. And that's the message that you're getting. Problem is also with the government, you will not implement as strongly as you would on citizens as you need to on a political party. I tell you one thing, Gaurav, let me be a little, critical of you here. When Shaheen Bagh happened, you ask any ordinary citizens today, if Amit Bagadia were to sit on the road with Swati Maheshwari and say, I will not let people cross the road, I will block the road for weeks and months, you would send your police and remove them in a day. But if politicians do it, you sort of compromise with them and give them a long rope. Why are you giving them a long rope? Here, why are you pleading with them?
So, Arnab,
why are you giving them so much leeway?
Arnab,
please tell us the
all,
reality, please.
You
Gaurav.
asked me let me answer. I will. And that is why I'll first talk about the government, how ably it's being led by Shri Narendra Modi ji. Today, do you know why question. A yatra, Bharat Jodo Yatra or any other yatra? I am, Arnab. Please bear with me. Be patient enough. It's possible to have a yatra today because 220 crore security shields in terms of vaccines have been given to the citizens of India. It's possible because a man called Narendra Modi ji, who was mocked at, who was called Movid by Rahul Gandhi, worked tirelessly day and night with millions of doctors, nurses and frontline workers to ensure that citizens get what they deserve. But today the question is that if proactively acting, the health minister writes a letter where he makes a request, should a chief minister who is duty bound under the constitutional oath that he has taken not summon Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party to ensure that the guidelines are implemented? Second, look at the hypocrisy. That today we are talking about suspension of the yatra as suggested in the letter if they can't ensure compliance of the guidelines. They are saying no. But same Rahul Gandhi will suspend the yatra when he has to celebrate New Year's and Christmas and when he goes abroad.
No, 1 minute. What do you mean?
This is the hypocrisy.
No, one second. Just, no, stop right there. No, stop right there. 1 minute. I'll stop you right there. Gaurav, 1 minute. Gaurav, 1 minute. Let's have some discipline. I stop you right there. Oh, that's a point I think I feel like opening the phone lines on. Very interesting point, Amit. Gaurav says, and Renu, watch out. He says, you're so selfish. You're going to go on a foreign party. He claims he has information that Rahul's taking a a private jet and flying out of the country again, and he's going off on a foreign jaunt.
Media is
God knows
talking
what.
about it.
I mean, media is talking. I don't know. First of all, I don't think some people are saying he's become a serious politician. So I'm sure that you're wrong, Gaurav. He's not going to go on a foreign jaunt, and he's not going to go off to Italy or Thailand or Bali or the Netherlands or wherever he's going. No, but if this is true, then Gaurav,
pizza or Hakka noodles? We don't know.
no, whatever. Point is, if it turns out that he says, Amit, I've got a holiday to go to, so I've got to go off to Greenland, I've got to go to the US, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Las Vegas, wherever, and go off and have a fun time, and for that I'm willing, for my fun and for my good times, I'm willing to give the Yatra a break. But I will not give the Yatra a break out of concern for the health of fellow Indians. I will let it spread as long as it does not affect me personally. How selfish is that, Amit? What would you say? Even Renu Mittal won't find a defense to that one.
Yeah, of course, that would be a very selfish move. But Arnab, I want to just make one small point. I'll take less than 30 seconds. See, if you remember 3 weeks back, we were discussing about the public protests that were happening in China.
Yeah.
Because of the curbs that the Chinese government had put on their population, right? The unfortunate thing, and I'm saying it very clear that I don't support it, and it's very unfortunate. But the reality is that the mood in the general public today is that people are fed up of curbs and people don't want curbs. People don't want to wear masks. They don't want to.
Are you saying that despite the pictures from China, have people not seen the pictures from China?
Yes, Arnab. I was on a recent flight where the cabin crew told a passenger to put on the mask, and he actually replied to her saying, "Throw me out of the aircraft, but I won't wear a mask."
No, but do we have that liberty? I mean, there the question comes, I mean, I know that you've raised a point, but we also need to understand these are going to be the same citizens who will blame the government, blame the authorities, even blame the same air hostess if there is a super spreader on that flight.
Absolutely.
So people who are most irresponsible are the first to put the blame. Now, Renu, you went totally silent on the holiday over health situation because Gaurav Bhatia says Rahul's going off on a foreign jaunt soon, which means his holiday is important, people's health is not important. This is so selfish, which also means he's saying I will close down the Himachal Assembly because my MLAs and the politicians must not get COVID, but I give a damn for the people of this country. I give a damn about the people of this country, but I do care a lot about my fellow politicians in the Himachal Assembly.
I think you're giving, what do you...
No, respond to Gaurav.
You're contradicting yourself.
No, respond to Gaurav.
You are saying that the Yatra must stop.
No, respond to Gaurav. Gaurav says the Yatra will take a break for a foreign holiday.
It's a COVID super spreader.
If you can't
so
ensure
he's giving the
compliance,
Yatra a
then
break.
Yatra should be
Some of the
suspended.
containers they're saying need to be serviced, whatever. So if he's going abroad after having walked 2,500 kilometers, what's wrong with it? Why are you people so agitated about it? Everybody.
So you can't suspend it for saving a citizen's life, but you can suspend it to have a vacation.
We all go. So where you go is your choice.
He doesn't even understand the point we have made.
What is the point being made?
The question is different, ma'am. Why can't you suspend the Yatra to save human lives?
You have a government in Haryana. Why don't
you can't ensure compliance?
Gaurav Bhatia, you have a government in Haryana. Haryana, you have a government, and right now is in Haryana.
Haryana government will do whatever is necessary to ensure that protocols are followed.
You stop it. It is your government.
You need to answer what I asked.
No, it is your government.
What are you doing? Are you non-serious or are you serious? No, what are you doing?
Arnab, look at the hypocrisy. I can only say Rahul Gandhi was irresponsible earlier when he said COVID, when he said the vaccines are not safe, and the only consistency that I can see is
what I'm trying to say here. No, I'm just trying to say, Renu, that I wish, Renu, I wish you realize, and I wish people watching the program realize, and one minute. Gaurav, 1 minute. Gaurav, if I can have them back, please. I am not, there is no, I am not, Renu, 1 minute, Renu, just a minute.
What is the great protocol on COVID? Let Parliament discuss COVID.
What do you mean great protocol on COVID? You see how quickly the situation worsened in China.
No, why are they not discussing COVID in Parliament? Why are they not discussing China in Parliament?
For God's sake, what is you are defying the health ministry, you are defying the health ministry request, and you're putting the blame on the other side. Gaurav is on the debate. Gaurav.
What, Arnab? Let the health ministry come to Parliament and
Arnab, it's a very simple question to be answered.
What do they want to do?
Ma'am, please, Renuji, don't shout and don't heckle. Very simple. If a person comes in contact with somebody who has been COVID positive, is it not his responsibility to quarantine himself? Second, get himself tested and share the report with all the supporters so that they can also maintain distance and get themselves tested.
Mr. Reddy wants to make a point. Mr. Reddy, make a point. Mr. Reddy of the TRS. Mr. Reddy.
Simply,
is he so selfish?
Are these advices only for opposition parties or Congress? Because even in Telangana, the BJP, were doing Padayatras day before yesterday. Nadaji has come to the huge meeting, and again they are planning for a Padayatra and Basyatra. May I ask you, Mr. Bhatia, are you going to issue a guideline even to your party colleagues?
I'm asking you a question. Is there any BJP leader who has come in contact with a person who has been tested COVID positive? That is my question to you.
Are you going to issue the same advice?
Here my question.
Telangana or Karnataka?
Yes. Regulations are the same for everyone. We are not like the Gandhi Parivar who assume that we are above law. Bharatiya Janata Party is the most responsible party in the world. I am asking you a question.
Monojit.
In the country, everywhere in the country, you are allowed to hold meetings, but not the other political parties. I mean, is this new normal for you? New political normal for BJP is that they can hold political rallies everywhere. In Assam, in Telangana, in Bengal, in Gujarat, in Madhya Pradesh. But opposition political parties, they have not have any political rallies.
Okay, Swati Maheshwari, make the last point. Swati, one word to you at the end. You heard the politics. What would you say?
The new variant, please.
See, I would say, Arnab, we are dealing with a variant which has a doubling time of not days but hours, and that's what we are seeing in China, that the rate cases are doubling in hours. And it is an opportune time, I think, that we should take these proactive steps, and it is a huge moral responsibility on people as well, considering the experiences that we've had in the past, that it's not just the government that has to do its part, it's people as well, that they need to participate in the entire movement. We have to take coronavirus by its horns, and that is only possible if people cooperate with what the government is trying to do, because we have had scientific
the problem, Swati, is
steps taken in the past.
Swati, the problem is we all expect others to follow the rules. You ask anyone to follow the rules, you see how people react. The story that Amit shared is very telling, very, very telling. And viewers, Amit is the author of the book Modi Stole My Mask, and he made that interesting point there. I thank you all very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me on this debate.